Alright, Knife Gun Guy here. Had a request on how I set up my duty belt. You saw this in my Make Your Own Targets video. So let's do a quick little video on that. One thing that most people don't tell you when they're setting this up, well, first off, there's a lot of controversy on how to set these up. Everybody's got a different opinion, everybody's got a different way. Some of the best ways to set them up are not really comfortable to use. So you kind of just have to experiment with yourself, but we'll see. I'll show you how this is set up and see if it gives you any ideas or suggestions. Start off with, you always wear a belt underneath the duty belt. The belt I use is the 511 Tactical. Let's see if I can see what style this is. I don't know, but it's got a plastic reinforcement in it. It Velcro secures and has a buckle secure. So your underbelt is very important. What belt you use to go under your duty belt. You want a flat buckle, as flat as possible. And then you usually want to wear this off to the side one way or the other so that this buckle does not end up on top of this buckle. So with that being said, you put that on there, and then the duty belt goes on, and then secures in different places around your waist. This just goes right up on top of that all the way around, and then these secure the duty belt to the underbelt with snaps. So that's what secures this. Alright, so on the duty belt, what do I have on here? Let's start with, let's start on this side. So if I've got the belt on, this is what it's like. I carry my gun a little bit farther forward than a lot of people. Reason why for that is so that it's accessible, not easily accessible, but it's accessible by both hands. You can usually get it with your left hand if you need to. All the weaponry, all the lethal weaponry on here, which is just the gun and the asp, are accessible with both hands, because if you're pinned up against the wall with one hand, you can't get to maybe this weapon at all, and the only hand that's free is your left hand. You can still get to your asp. The gun on here is it's safety checked already, by the way, so I'm not even going to do it. Is the XDM9. You've seen me run this in other videos, and it rides in a Safariland 2 retainment holster, level 2 retainment holster. Alright, behind that we've got the flashlight right behind the gun. It's not as accessible by both hands as maybe it should be, but I also, when I have this on, I still have all the EDC stuff that you saw before anyway, so I have another tactical light that's on my left hand side, and it's got strobe capabilities and all that kind of stuff too. So if need be, I can access that light with my left hand. This light here has strobe capabilities as well, high, low. It's got a lot higher lumen output than this does. Just a very blinding light, which is good. Right behind the light, in a little holster that I just picked up from Sportsman's Warehouse, is the knife you guys have seen before, Leatherman Wave. So that's just in that. Use it all the time. Let's see, behind that, behind the bat, and about the small of my back, accessible by both hands, is the cuff holder. And it holds 2 sets of handcuffs in there. So, cuff holder. Next to the cuff holder, starting to go on to my left hand side, both of these are kind of in the back, is the radio holder. So that goes right up on there, holds the radio. Next to the radio holster, kind of on the side, almost directly on my side actually, is the asp. This asp, I carry it on an angle so that I can grab it with, I can reach around, grab it with my right hand, pull it out, or if my right hand's tied up, I can pull it straight out. Sorry, it's kind of hard without it on. I can pull it straight out with my left hand as well. So if my other hand's trapped. Asp I carry, I don't really like it, to be completely honest with you. I'll probably get a different one, but it's just a 24 inch, just pretty standard 24 inch asp, and I'll put that back in later. Okay, so in front of the asp I've got magazines on here. And they also ride right out in front. You obviously see that right next to my buckle. These are right in front of my body. Got two 19 round, which is why I prefer the 9mm over other calibers actually. You shoot a 9mm with a good hollow point, and it's going to put people down. It's going to have the stopping power you need with a good hollow point. A lot of the stories you hear about 9mm not having stopping power, they're shooting full metal jackets. So 19 round capacity magazines, carry two of those in the side there, and then obviously the one in the gun with the chamber. So what is that, 58 rounds? That's kind of the benefit to the 9mm. A lot of guys will say, well, you don't need 58 rounds. You don't know. You can practice all you want. I practice a lot. I'm pretty good. Not the best. Pretty good. And you just don't know. Yeah, maybe if you're fighting one guy, you don't need 58 rounds. What if you're fighting 15, 20 maybe? You don't know how many rounds you're going to need. You don't know what your situation's going to tell. So, in my opinion, more rounds is better. As Nut Fancy says, more rounds is options. More options you have, more likely you are to stay alive. That's enough on that. But that's kind of how my duty belt's set up, and everybody does it differently. So there's really no right or wrong way to do it. There's some things that are wiser than others, like having weapons accessible by both hands, which is important. But other than that, kind of just do what's comfortable. You may even be carrying different gear than I am. You may have a taser, you may have mace you want to put on here, things like that, and then you'll have to change your duty belt setup based upon those items. But as for now, I may change it in the future. As for now, that's how I've got my duty belt set up. Subscribe for more vids, and thanks. Bye.